on the pursuit of happiness, and I know.
What is up, everybody? Today is a snow day, as you can see behind me. And today's gonna be a snow day vlog. So let's get into it. Oh man. That snow day vlog was too wild, so I'm gonna relax for a minute. I'm gonna start off by saying, if you're new, thanks for subscribing. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, like this is the first video you're watching, or you watched a few, you just watch around and you haven't subscribed yet, just subscribe. Like hit the button right there, just hit it. Just knock it out a few times, just hit it a few times. But I'm gonna start this video off by saying, get me to 1,000. If you get me to 1,000, I don't even know. You guys drop comments on what you want me to do, and I will do it. Like, it is crazy. I'm gonna write each one of your suggestions on a little stick. I'm gonna put it in some sort of bucket. This is, I don't know, Pyroline things. I'm gonna put all of these suggestions inside this thing or whatever, shake it up, and select a random thing to do. When I hit 1,000, no matter how crazy it is, I will try my best to do it. As long as it's not like illegal or will get me killed. I mean, if it's illegal, as long as I don't get caught. But basically, yeah, get me to 1,000. And if you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, tell me why you view. Tell me why, like, is it because of skits? Because I want to do skits, so if it is because of skits, let me know, and I will get you guys with some of those. Like, I'm trying to be funny, I want to be funny, but I've been failing so far. If it's because of dreads, let me know that too, because I do know a majority of you are here for dread videos, and that is what I'm doing today. Today I'm doing a Q&A. I'm going to gather up some questions that I've been asked, and I'm going to try to answer as many of them as I can, as fast as I can, and that's going to be the content of this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Let's get into that. Oh my gosh, if these production dudes keep dropping me, man. Alright, let's get into this Q&A thing, since these guys want to keep dropping me. Alright, starting off with Luna with 3 A's, V4. He's a YouTuber. I'm not sure if he has a channel, but he asked, how long does it take to get dreads? And is it easy for straight hair because I want dreads? How long does it take to get dreads? It just depends on your hair type and your method. If you want to grow dreads, like freeform dreads, or if you want to twist them and let them lock up, that's gonna take a bit longer. But yeah, it does depend on your hair type. If you have straight hair and you just want a freeform, I don't know how that's gonna work out. I think it will, just it'll take longer. If you have like 4C type hair like me, it'll lock up pretty fast if you just don't do anything to it, or if you just twist it. But the thing is, if you have straight hair, there are methods and techniques that you can use. Specifically, like rip and twist and crochet hooking are 2 techniques that I know of for instant locking. So that could be pretty fast and pretty simple for straight hair people. Next, this is anonymous. Is water wet? No. Video coming soon. I'm dropping a video soon on that. Is water wet? I think his name's Alejandro. His Instagram name is @band_nerd_2020. What is your biggest fear? This is pretty deep for me. Like, my biggest fear is, actually wrote it on the card. If I look like I'm looking at the card, that's what I'm doing. Pretty much dying before I make an impact on the world. I mean, I'm not saying like do something big. I'm not saying like Martin Luther King big, because that is big. I'm not saying like Gandhi big. I'm not saying like Michael Jackson big. I'm just saying I want to be known. And if I am known, I want to be known for something good. I don't want to be known for something bad before I die. I don't want to mess up. I don't want my image to be ruined from now to the point where I die, and so on. Because when I am gone, I do want my kids and their kids to have a name. I want their name to mean something. I don't want their name to just be tarnished or even non-existent. So I guess my biggest fear is leaving the planet without a good rep. I wrote it on the back. Next is my friend Julia. She lives in Cali. She has 2 Instagrams. Her first one, or her main one, is b.rosie_, but the O is a 0. She also does hair, and her other Instagram is @Julia209. Okay, talk about dreads. If you would get extensions to them just to make them longer, or wait for the growth. I personally have thought about getting extensions, but at the same time, my hair is like really skinny. Like, how am I gonna find extensions for this right here? Like, I don't know. And then also, if I did get extensions, I would want to cut them at one point when my hair actually does grow to the length I want it. And if you leave them in there long enough, how would you actually know where to cut? Like if you get the extensions where they look dead real, like you can't even tell that they're extensions, then by the time you need to cut them, it's gonna be like, where do I cut? She also asked, between Lathrop, my old school that I used to go to in Cali, and your new school, which is McEachern High School in Georgia, which football team sucks ass more? Well, if you consider the fact that Lathrop has only made it, they've only made it to the playoffs, I think once or twice, I can't remember. Once or twice they made it to the playoffs, and each time they lost in the first round, and then ever since then they've just been declining. Like Lathrop maxed out like 3 years ago with their football program. And then the school I'm at now, our football program is pretty decent. I'm gonna say they, I'm not gonna say we, because I don't consider myself, I didn't grow with the team. I wasn't there from the start. So they made it to the semifinals. We would have made it to the finals and could have won state championships, the state championship, if we stayed in pretty much one game. If we won one more game, we would have practically been state champs. Next is my friend Dom, Big Dom, Dominic. His Instagram is at theking_Mufasa, like from Lion King, Mufasa. I don't know if that's how he intended, but that's just how I remember it. This one's deep too. Do you believe racism is something that can be dealt with or fixed? Or do you believe people have become hardwired through previous generations and we're going to keep perpetuating the cycle until we end up in a race war? I believe both parts are possible. Like I do believe that the cycle is just going to keep going until there's like some sort of race war, but I don't believe a race war would even really end racism. I think it would just keep going after, just like the Civil War and freedom and all that stuff. It's just gonna keep going basically. But I do believe with the first part that it can be fixed, because I disagree that we're hardwired. Well, not we. I don't think I'm racist. I disagree that I keep saying we. I disagree that people are hardwired to be racist, because no one's born racist. You don't just come out born racist. Cue unracist baby picture behind me, I guess, for a few seconds. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Basically, you're born, everything's cool. Like, you don't really care about color. You probably don't even know your own race when you're born. I mean, everyone's just anyone. And then you basically pick up racism by either your parents or friends or peers who you interact with every day, and then you just pick up on it. Whether you notice it or not, you pick up on things. Whether you notice you're teaching it to your kids, they pick up on things. So you might not even be racist, but if you say a few slick things on the low and your kids pick that up. So yeah, the cycle could end if people just forget about color, but I don't know if that's actually ever gonna happen. Another one, can we collab? Yes, we can. Whoever you are, DM me. I keep my Instagram in the description in every video, or I'll even put it up right now. So you guys can add me, DM me if you want to collab. Just come at me with an idea. I will gladly hop into that idea. If you want to brainstorm together, I'll gladly brainstorm with you. I've only done one collab, that was with my god brother. We also did a Q&A. It was not dread related though. It was just questions we found on the internet, I guess. We just did a random Q&A. His channel's tight, you should check it out. I'm gonna put a little thing right here for you guys. Add him. I might even put a video of his at the end of mine. Or actually, I'll put the Q&A. I'll put the Q&A at the end of the video. This is a YouTuber. I'm not sure how to say the name. It's Young Maday. Let me get that to you guys. I don't know if you can see it. I'll actually put his thing right here. Yeah, he came to me and said, or he commented and said, make a video on how you gained so fast. I'm assuming he means subscribers. Honestly, I don't know how I got to where I am. PS, get me to 1,000. But when I do hit 1,000, or whenever I get there, from this point on to the time where I do hit 1,000, and then I'll even look back on previous videos and previous things that I've done, and I will put together a few ideas on how I even gained subscribers in the first place, or how I even gained views. I will just, give you guys tips or hints or basically what I know. Okay, this stack is thick. Like, look at that. This stack is thick. This is the dread part. This is the speed Q&A. This is gonna be a new segment on my channel where I get 20 questions and I'm gonna try to answer all 20 as fast as I can. I'm actually gonna time myself, and each time I do it, I'm gonna try to get faster and faster and faster at answering 20 questions. So you guys just ask those I'll put those on the thing, and then I'll put them in here. This is the Pringles can. So this is for, I already forgot what that's for. I said in the beginning of the video, just scroll back or whatever. And then this is gonna be for questions. And then I'll put the questions on cue cards and try to answer them as fast as I can. So let's hop into that. Can white people get dreads? Yes. Check the video right here. Are dreads religious? For me, no. They're just a hairstyle. For other people, it can be. How do you start your dreads? I comb coiled. You guys can look up a video. Check out this video right here. How do form, oh my gosh, I can't talk. How do dreads form? Basically stop combing out your hair. Your knots will form. How do you wash your hair? I guess like regular people, I just put soap in there and wash it. Not body soap, like hair soap. Video coming soon. How do you maintain your locks? I twist them myself, then I put clips in there overnight, and I'll sleep with those clips in. I used to twist my hair 1 to 2 times a month, but now it's once every 2 months. Why are your dreads so thin? The person who started my hair said they would look nice this way in the long run, so I stuck with it. How many dreads do you have? I think 288. I'll put the video right here. What is your favorite style? I'm gonna put a video right here, but basically nothing. I get out of the bed and do nothing. Like Beyonce said, I woke up like this. Would you ever consider going freeform? I actually am going freeform. Like, you see this dread right here? It's freeform. But no, personally, I would not, even though I think freeform is cool. Do you recommend getting dreads? If you want to get them, and you're like, if you're thinking about getting them, no, abort while you can. No, I'm kidding. You should get dreads. Totally, like, get them. Pros and cons. I'm just gonna do one of each. Not wearing how you look is a pro, and being stereotyped sometimes. I've never actually been stereotyped, but I assume that I have. I don't know. How did you get so many dreads? My hair is really thick naturally, but my dreads are really thin, so I guess it worked out that way. Do you have to get a retwist for your hair to grow? No, that doesn't make sense. Explain freeform dreads and explain people without dreads. That doesn't work like that. What do you do to get your hair like that? Comb coiling, finger twist, palm rolling, crochet hooking, dyeing, more retwisting, more dyeing, period of freeform, and then more retwisting, and more finger rolling, I guess, palm rolling. What should I do to get my dreads to lock? Pick a technique to use, do that technique, and patience, and they will lock. Also, spritz a little bit of water on there. Don't wash them when they're new. Just spritz a little bit of water, because if you have curly hair, once you get it wet, it's just gonna tighten back up. It's gonna loosen out and tighten back up when it's wet. So that's why I say spritz and not actually wash it, because then they'll just come out. Are dreads becoming a trend? Yes, and I hated the fact that they're becoming a trend at first, but now I can just exploit you guys for views. What is the dread bug? The dread bug is when you feel something on your neck and you're like, dang, what is that? But then you figure out, oh, it's just my hair on my neck. Is instant locking considered a journey? No, it is not. I consider growing your hair out from whatever length that you start them at to a length. So instant locks aren't a journey, but if you get instant locks and then they grow from here to here, that's your journey, not the start. Can you see through your dreads? I don't know. Can you see through my dreads? Okay, that is the end of the speed thing. I don't think I did too bad, but there were some times where I could have been faster. Okay, guys. Oh my god, these production dudes keep doing this to me. But if you guys could like, subscribe, leave comments on things you want me to hit or do for 1K, I'll do it. Peace.
I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything that's shining on